Hey, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Steve, and you're listening to 60 Cycle Hum, the guitar buying, selling, trading, modding, fixing, breaking, reviewing, playing podcast.
It's ad week. I'll cheers the mic too. I'll cheers Steve. What is today? Thursday?
Today is Thursday.
Thursday, ad week 2019. Let's do this thing. Who's our sponsor, Steve?
Our sponsor today is Sinusoid. We talk a lot about different things they do. If you're looking for patch cables, but you need a bunch of them in a bunch of different lengths, you might want to consider their solderless kit. Sinusoid sells the G&H solderless cable kit.
Comes in fun colors.
I think 6 different colors from last I recall. I have a white kit and an orange kit. Those are the 2 colors I wanted, and I'm looking at getting a teal kit someday.
Steve
I might just get a bunch of plugs.
Steve got the colors he wanted.
That's right.
The important
That's
part.
the important part.
Get the colors you want with Sinusoid.
Sinusoid.com.
The colors you want.
They make cables.
And smiles.
All right, this week's ad is sent by Scott Bonus.
I'm glad you're the one who tried to read it.
What were you going to say? Bonus?
I have no plan.
All right, this is a Fender Standard Telecaster heavy mod with gig bag. Trans black. How is that trans? Or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. Who cares? That is like the least interesting part of this guitar.
This guitar started its life out as a standard Telecaster built in Mexico. Since then, it's had the finish removed, refinished with a black stain, then resanded again to reveal the wood grain.
I knew you were going to catch that that typo there.
1.25 inch holes have been drilled halfway through the body for weight relief. Why would you do it from the front? A total of 14 holes have been drilled in the top, and again, they did in the front and the back.
Great. I counted. I didn't know that it was going to say how many.
And 6 in the back. This guitar has been set up with 9s and plays really well. They set up with 9s to further reduce the weight.
Of course.
And plays really well with a nice little action. Antique brass knobs and strap buttons have been added. Fender gig bag included. Please make us an offer on this heavily modified Telecaster. I got a question.
Ask a question. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab something.
So you have this guitar. You do all of these things to reduce the weight. And then you put, what is it? Antique brass knobs on it. Isn't that just adding weight back in?
You should have gone with plastic.
Gotta reduce that weight.
Like you think if it was really all about the weight, then they would have gone with plastic knobs.
I think this might have been a. This is either a 50s or like a special run because this has the Kluson vintage style tuners.
Yeah, and it's got
isn't
like the yellowish vintage like finish on the neck.
So I think this
finish.
was a Fender special run. This was a it didn't say what the original finish. I bet this was originally a butterscotch finish. I think this is the Guitar Center exclusive.
Oh, the exclusive, huh?
Fender FSR.
So anyways, this
run.
is the kind of drill bit that they drill these holes with. We're in my garage. It's where we filmed this.
In my garage.
So I was able to go grab this. It's the kind of drill bit that drills a big hole, but then has like a guiding screw on the tip of it. So, I mean, I shouldn't even really be trying to justify or qualify these holes because this is idiotic.
Mm-hmm.
This weight relief that he's done in this guitar. We're just drilling random holes.
Why are you talking about it
in
then?
random places? But I just wanted to explain why there's like the little hole and the big hole. Because it's got this guiding thing on the tip here. This is probably the exact bit he used.
I've seen these bits before, but I've only actually ever seen the typical like the 2-blade routing.
Yeah, like the paddle blade. Yeah.
And usually it doesn't have like the screw tip; it just has a small point.
No, that's
the same idea.
Same idea, same concept.
What would you pay for this flying guitar ride?
I mean, here's my thing. Except for the holes, there's a lot to like.
You like the refin job?
I like the refin job. Even though you get to see that this is like a 5 or 6 piece body, it kind of works. Like you get this really.
I think it's a 5 piece.
You get this dramatic zebra striping going on with lines that work really well with the guitar.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the brass knobs. It all works well with the color of the neck and the black pickguard. It has like a classy look. Like I think someone could clean this concept up and have like a production guitar with this look, and it would sell.
Yeah. Well, it's almost like a dog hair style finish.
Yeah.
With the way the grain, it's like grain filled and then sanded down.
It's like the sandblasted fenders.
Or kind of like the BFG.
The holes just don't make any sense. I'm wondering if he meant to eventually drill way more holes. And like you see this diamond shape here.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I think what he was planning on doing was chiseling between the holes.
Oh.
And then he started to do it and he got cold feet.
Then he chickened out.
And then he was going to put a false top on
For shame, sir.
I think he was going to put like a 1/2-inch false top on it. So this guy was gearing up to hollow this out and make it like a smuggler's telly.
If you had a smuggler's telly, what would you try to smuggle in it?
Probably booze.
Skittles. The correct answer is Skittles.
Didn't Dylan do that? He made a smuggler's telly and filled it with candy and then did like a guessing contest to win it or something like that. Dylan Pickups.
Oh, yeah. That of the various Dylans that I know, that was not the one that I thought of. Actually, I was like, Bob Dylan? Dylan Witherow?
I vaguely remember that from like 2 years ago or something like that.
No, I think that's right.
But yeah, there's a lot to like here, except for the giant gaping, randomly placed holes in the body of the guitar. Even in the back of the guitar, there's a bunch of holes.
All right, Ryan.
I'm surprised he didn't go crazier with the holes in the back. That's where
I agree.
That's where he should have done.
But I think
all of them.
I think part of that is because he didn't want to put so he probably didn't want to like have holes overlap. But
he
there's
should have done
places he could have done it.
The holes in the back.
Yeah, you could definitely fit 14 more holes in the back.
Instead of doing holes, he should have taken a router to the back. He already made a trip to Harbor Freight or Home Depot to buy the drill bit.
Right.
He should have spent $60 more.
Okay.
Bought the cheapest plunge router there that came with a bit, and he should have just routed out a shape in the back around the non-critical parts of the body and just taken an inch out all the way around.
All right, we need to get to the most important part of this.
Okay, get to it.
$350.
It's a ridiculous price because of the holes.
I got a question.
It's a Mexican Strat, so that's like, Mexican telly is fair for a Mexican telly.
Yeah,
in pristine condition.
And like I said, this is an FSR, so it might actually be closer to like $425 new.
Yeah. If he had not have drilled the holes, I would not blink at that price.
I shouldn't say $425 new, $425 used market, because it's an FSR. You might be able to get a little bit more.
Sure.
But the question I have is, with so much of this guitar removed, how can you justify selling it for $350? I feel like you have to sell it for less because most of the guitar is missing.
We all know the guitars are priced per pound.
Per pound.
If you drill holes in your guitar to weight relief them, you're only devaluing the guitar.
That's why because
it weighs less.
That's why my Les Paul Studio Lite was so cheap.
Yeah, because it's light. Less. It's got balsa in it. If that thing weighed 60, 70 pounds, it would be the most expensive Les Paul ever made. Oh,
jeez.
Fill it with lead, and it's going to really up the value, Steve.
Yeah.
Just drill a big hole in it and fill it with lead, and you have made money, sir. Is there anything else we have to say about this travesty?
I feel like there's like a joke I want to make.
Can this be resurrected? Can this be fixed?
I don't want to take that project on.
Here's what you do. You route out the entire core of the body. You put a spruce top on it.
Okay.
Bam, Acoustasonic.
Probably be just as good as the real thing.
All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.